James Cashmore, Robin Hood.
0. Skills needed. Your safe returns right with TurboTax. Pay $0.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go here on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. First down throw there is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They motion a receiver right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Third and long. They send him right out of the slot. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That'll be incomplete, so they go for the trickery, but it does not work out, and it's going to be 4th down. The Desperados out and ready to punt it away. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's going to air this one out. On 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Brayton Mann now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. About the coverage there. Met and dropped before he can get a return going. First and 10. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Here's a designed run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. Look him up on a second down and 8. Stafford working from the pistol. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Receiver in motion, going right. Still going inside the 20. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 7-1 first down.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Desperados will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Desperado. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Desperados will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down, Stafford going up top. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage is good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. It is a touchdown. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Caps will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end.
7-7.
In motion is Hill. Back to the air once more on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. It is 3rd and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A dive, and he's got it! What an effort! What a catch! And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Desperado. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Desperados will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Hall goes in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Hall goes in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile, and they convert and pick up a 1st down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Higgins sent in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Catch. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Stafford. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Yeah.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Stafford. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what...
And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown Caps. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Caps will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let one go down the middle. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And the Caps are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Caps. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Caps have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Desperados 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Now this looks like a design run, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's the game today. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
Yeah, listen.
He is in. Touchdown, Desperados. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Desperados will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side. Midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. Stafford now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown Caps. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Caps go up by 7. 28-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. In motion is Hill. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Big one. She got hurt.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards for the touchdown. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Desperados have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
What? What's happening?
Quickly, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up. Stafford now. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Stafford to throw it. It is brought in the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown Caps. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Caps will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hall goes in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It's Stafford throwing from the
Holy
position.
shit.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On first down, Stafford going for it all. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown Caps. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Caps will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. It's a touchdown. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Desperados will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And in motion is Brown. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's got another one. Touchdown Caps. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Caps are going to extend their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. It is a touchdown. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Desperados will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Taken down at the 41, a gain of 29 yards. And the same run, first down.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Third and a yard. And in motion is Brown. Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
In motion is Hill. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And the Caps are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Once again, it's Barkley. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. So, it's a win for our visitors.